Oh, hey there, guys. Welcome to the channel. Just thought I'd do a recap video. It's been a little while since I've done my last one, and actually this one will be a little bit more on the catch-up side of things because there's more than a dozen here. The previous recap video was actually the first 12 cards that I had built. This one actually will clearly have more, but you know, that's fine. I can't always do it in groups of 12, so anyways, I wanted to just dive through what I had done in the last, I guess, I don't know, couple of months worth of work here. And you might have seen all these as a video for each and every single one. And if not, this might be brand new for you guys. And hopefully you like what you see. And if you're not a subscriber, maybe you can subscribe to the channel and you know, feel free to contribute. First off, this is actually, I made a pair of trucks. There's a recent video on the pair of these actually that just came out of maybe 3-4 weeks ago. They're both equipped with a German Pack 40. I actually originally built these back in November of last year, but I never got around to painting them until recently. So this is how they turned out. Not too bad. I think they look pretty good. I decided to try hand painting camouflage on each one, and when I originally painted them, I actually painted in the windshield brown, just like the rest of the color of the car. So when I got to this, I ended up trying to make it look like a little bit like a blue windshield, and I think it turned out pretty good in the end. And this one here, actually, both of them had I used screening from like a regular screen door. I think I still have a little bit of this material around, so I'll try using it again in the future. But yeah, I think they look pretty good. Next up is the Demon. This is actually an original red line Hot Wheels car that you can see right there, the Demon, and it needed to be saved, basically resurrected. It was didn't have a motor. At least I don't recall if it had a motor in it, but it was definitely covered in green paint. It was really kind of horrible, and the wheels were really bad. They were kind of missing, like they were incomplete. So I decided to really rough it up and make it look you know, pretty rusted, and I put a couple of guns in the front here as well. These are Games Workshop machine guns, like from Space Marines, and this is a Warhammer Fantasy. I think it's like a standard bearer from like the Vampire Army. And this is an engine I got from some dollar store car. The car was like, I don't know, some kind of, I don't know, transformed Camaro, like a deformed Camaro, but the engine looked cool, so I thought I'd throw it on this machine. Next up is 2 drag strip cars, or dragster cars, that I built. The idea was to try to build 2 cars that basically had the same chassis. In this case, I used the, what do you call it here? Something to do with the baby. I forget the name of it actually. Anyways, but to change like the configuration in the middle, so I put like a jet rocket engine on this one, and I used a large engine from a small car for this one as well. And for that particular car, I also took its cockpit, and basically that's about it. Actually, I just used these 2 pieces from that car, along with the baby carriage car that I hacked up a little bit, and came out with this idea. And this one, yeah, it has the same front end. Just, you know, so the idea was just to really build like 2 cars fairly quickly, using only 3 cars really. And next up is the helicopter. This actually was like a buggy, Matchbox buggy that I had found from the dollar store, and I decided to, I wanted to build a helicopter. So I literally scratch built this machine from the car. There's a full build video on this as well if you haven't seen it already. I'll put like a card right here, and you can take a look at it. So basically this is, it's got like computer parts from underneath here, like capacitors. There's some Games Workshop bits, definitely in the front and the back. And there's some magnets holding the rotors on. And everything moves. Whoops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Anyways, just snaps back on in place. So yeah, they're very strong magnets, so you gotta kind of remember to deal with them properly. So next up is Wildrider from the Transformers Decepticons. This is actually a project, an ongoing project that I'm not done yet. I'm going to start working on the rest of him very soon. The idea was to build a Truckosaurus merge group, like I had done with the Constructicons. I decided to build it out of Stunticons and make each one look like a Generation 1 Transformer. Those videos don't really have a lot of interest for some reason, but I think these are cool. So I mean, really, I guess I'm building them for me. But this one, you know, I thought he's one of my favorite characters, so try to make it, yeah, like a Generation 1 toy. I made it with roll down windows. Really, it's just plastic material that I painted to match the windows, and this is how it turned out. It's all magnetized. The weapons come on and off, no problem. And he rolls, and he attaches to Menasor when they merge. I'll do Dragster next. This one, again, very much like Wildrider, is faithful representation of the Generation 1 toy. It's all painted, looks fantastic. It's held on by magnet. The weapons are held on by magnets, basically. And yeah, again, he merges with Menasor when they combine. You got Dead End, which is a Porsche, and again, magnets everywhere. I can put the blasters wherever I choose, and yeah, and it's looks really good. And he actually is he's the left arm of Motor Master. I included the two giveaway cars in this video. So these are, I just went through a subscriber giveaway where I asked for some ideas on just, you know, how to convert. This one being a Corvette, and I almost said Camaro, but yeah, I just had some ideas. Like one idea was to have what do you call it? Chainsaw at the front, and having the one side with a weapon in it. So I kind of came out with this look, and it looks pretty good. But what I tried to do was a different paint effect on the car itself, using some sponges, and it's got a little different. I try to make each one sort of unique in its own way, and I think it looks really cool. And next to it is a Ford Roadster that didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to be completely honest, but trying my best. There's actually some a decal on each side here as part of a skull. Some of it's just kind of worn off, and it looks kind of neat. I just kind of dusted it up, and should look pretty cool. And the new owners of these two vehicles I'm sure they'll enjoy them. Next is Team Canada car that I decided to build. Might do some more of these. It's, you know, obviously with Team Canada logos on it. I just thought it was kind of neat, you know, build a converted Roger Dodger on a off-road platform, and equipped it with a bazooka. So it's which is like a Games Workshop bazooka. And yeah, got it all nice and weathered and rusted a little bit, just kind of dirty in general. I used like some of the sprues for armor on the side. I just wanted to see what that would look like, and to try it out. So I thought they were pretty neat. You know, use whatever plastic you have to, you know, make your models look different. And yeah, this is how this one turned out. Not shown is actually a bus that I had built for a subscriber, basically. And I'll put a clip right here in the video on what I had done. And basically I had built this bus that had a wooden floor and some guns in the front and the back, and it was going to be for Team Slime. So it was a lot of fun to build, and mailed that off. Like, it's been weeks now, actually, so I'm sure they've actually been using it. And it was a bus that I was planning on building a bus, and I thought, well, it worked out really well. I had this bus in my collection, and they needed a bus, and just the way it worked out. And last but not least, sorry, is this, I forget what you call this. It didn't even really have a name. It is a Hot Wheels car. It actually came like this, like with the scoop and everything on the back. And I decided to use this as the base for building, like really kind of creating a cool rust effect process. And I call it like the milky rust, because if you look at, if you're out and about and you're looking at rust on objects, you notice that it's a little bit of beige, and then it goes to like orange and then red and then like dark brown. So I wanted to kind of replicate that and paint, and that's what I had done here. Equipped it with big cannon in the front. This is basically a straw from like an air can. Like I use like a PC air can cleaner canister, and I just use the gun. You can, or the straw. You can use, same thing as like a WD-40 straw. It's the same one basically. So total conversion. The tires were replaced with another. I think it was actually a Matchbox car, and everything was painted separately and detailed, during assembly, basically. So yeah, this is like basically, the latest group of cars. Hopefully you guys like these, and we'll see what I got in store for the next grouping. I'll finish off the Stunticons, do a big reveal for Minosaur when he's finished. He'll be part of the next group. And who knows, I might build another war rig. And actually, ice cream truck's going to be on the list. And there's quite a few models I haven't really tried yet, so I'm going to try to tackle them very soon, and see what we can do to make some more mayhem. I'm going to do a big scene as well, some more terrain, and try to show you guys how to do some of that if you haven't done terrain before. And yeah, hopefully you like what you see here, and thank you for stopping by. Cheers. Oh, I completely forgot a couple of extra cars. I'll include these in the next group later on, but this was my custom-made printer part car, and also a custom motorcycle that I haven't quite got around to painting these, but I should include them in this video. There were some items that I had built, and thought I'd share them here as well. So do apologize that I forgot about those, but I'll have them painted in no time. And yeah, thanks again for stopping by the channel. Cheers.